Hi everyone, hope you're all having a great day. So it's time for Friday's book haul, of course. Also, my competition for my 300 subbies ends tonight. So if you haven't entered, you should be able to look back in my videos and find my 300 subscriber giveaway. It's for a beautiful Christmas journal. So you can still go on there tonight and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and like the video and just leave a little comment, and then you'll be in the draw. So that will be drawn tomorrow, which I'm very excited about, and thank you again for all your support. So I've got bits and pieces that came out of the book. So I was raiding recycle bins again, so we'll see what I've got, because I've got a few books today, that's for sure. So I've got a whole heap of bookmarks that fell out. So I love collecting these, and I use them a lot in my journals. I like to collage over the top of them, add a nice plant picture or something, and they look really nice. There was a Theatre Royal ticket from someone, a summer stock theatre. They were watching The Secret Garden apparently. Library card, a postcard. It's got the stamp on the back. And I love this. It's a card, so I'll just cover that or cut it off and just use this part in a journal. But I love owls, and that one's beautiful. And then the little, I like keeping these too, so for collaging and that. So I'll remove that somehow and use it. There was this borough passport, but I thought I really like the design of this pamphlet, so I'll probably cover that and use it in a journal somehow. There was a bit of writing paper that's nicely textured. Tastings at the Rocks, 45 Argyle Street in Sydney. So, book pocket. Got a couple of those. And that one's a bit ruined, so I might end up chucking that one. I've got to trace around all the different sized ones I've got, and then I'll have a lot of templates for different sized book pockets. And then of course the coloured pages in the books that I don't want to take because there's nothing much I'd use in them. If they've got these pages at the front and the back, I always grab them because I find they're really good quality. They're usually matte as well, and I love them in my collages and even in the front of journals. If you want to cover the inside cover, or even just used as pages or something, they're really good, and you get so many different colours. So I love the purple one. Lots of greys and browns and all sorts. I've got a whole heap of those today. Then I've got working bullocks. This one's 44, and I got this one just for the pages to use. I like the type on it too. It's nice and little. Modern Junior Dictionary. That's weird, that is. That's up the right way, but then that's upside down. Very weird. 73 this one is, but it looks quite aged, and they're quite, the font's like big, not real big, but bigger than some of the other ones I've got, which will be good to rip around the words that I like and use them on my journaling cards and ATCs. The Christmas present. Now, what was that one? 68. So I got this purely just for the pages. I'm doing a bit of a vintage style Christmas journal at the moment, and I was looking for just some pages of text, and I prefer to use ones that are Christmas based with the words and that, so I thought I'd grab this to use for that. Reader's Digest, like the cover, so that one's just for the cover, but also it does have the nice pictures in it as well. There was a nice one at the front that I really like with this lovely lady. And then through it, it's got some Nice sort of old pictures as well. I assume this one's 70s. Whether it says. Don't know if it does say. It's a first edition. So I'm not sure about that one. Looks 70s. And this, My Love Must Wait. This one I'm pretty sure I just got for the pages as well. It's 49, but very nice and brown around the outsides. So that one will be purely for collaging and doing crafts with. Okay, next pile I will do these ones. There's this Port Arthur's Convict Days. It's got some nice vintage pictures in it. Don't know if it says how old it is. Third impression. Not by the looks of things. But yeah, very nice vintage. I like their typing on that too. That looks quite old. Pop-up Paris. This was interesting. It looks like it's all bits to make a pop-up. So I thought that would be quite fun to have a play around with sometime. It's got some pop-ups there. Yes. See what I can do with that sometime. Illustrated Maths Dictionary for Australian Schools. Thought that some pages in this will be really great for one of the journals I'm planning to make soon. It's a masculine themed journal, and the gentleman that it's going to used to be an accountant. And I thought maybe some little bits, I can cut out some little bits and put them on some cards. Embellish some pockets and that. I might add a bit of interest for him. There were a whole heap of these learning books, they're paraphrase books or something. And they're mostly Shakespeare, I think. I'm not sure if these have a date either. But they're nice and old. So there's Macbeth, The Merchant of Venice, should say it right. A Midsummer Night's Dream. See if any of them have a date. Does not look like it. Another Macbeth. Critical Notes, Appreciation and Exercises. I think that'll be really cool to collage with. Another Merchant of Venice. I guess that's right. 2 shillings and 6pence. That one cost. Irises. It's a catalogue for them, but of course you get the lovely squares of flowers, which I do like to embellish some journaling cards and that with. Those ones are beautiful, the blues. And there were some broken down old music books, which we all like using music pages. And when they're already broken, it makes it even easier to use them. Look at the colour on this. Must be really old, that piece. I wish I had the whole book, because I'm not sure if that's the cover to one of these or not. I'll have to try and figure it out. Try and figure out how old it is. So they look really old. But heaps there, which is great. 25 Dutch paintings by the looks. Some nice vintage artwork. Look at the flowers, I love that. Bicentennial Diary, 1988. I think this is my third or something of these. I do love these pages. I think these would be really great to put on the back of bookmarks and journaling cards and that sort of thing. Because because I like the cream colour of them. And then in the back it's got a lot of your vintage pictures, if I can find any of the good ones. So it's quite interesting to have a look through as well. The greats, heroes, Larkins Leaders, visionaries. 50 men and women who shaped Australia. They're struggling to sell a lot of the non-fiction books, so they're having to clear them out as they get new ones in. So this one's 86. It's in very good condition. But I thought I'd grab any of the sort of Australiana ones that they were getting rid of, because I do need to find some bits on the outback and windmills and that for one of my journals. So, a bit glossy that is. Try and hold it up so you don't get so much glare. This one will be a fascinating read as well. I thought I'll go through and see what interesting pieces there are. There are sketches on all the different people as well, which might be pretty cool to use. That's a nice one, Nellie Melba. Oh, that one's a bit naughty. Outback Heroes. This one looks like it's got really nice pictures. 81. Again, some gorgeous sketches in this one. Some poetry. Some really nice pictures. Oh, windmill. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna dog ear that page because I need windmills. My mum found me a few today, so that's great because I was struggling to find any. So there's another one, so that's wonderful. Oh, lovely. Now there was this there, KI Tourist, 1976. That's very old. It's got adverts. So KI, for those who don't know, it stands for Kangaroo Island. Yeah, so there's some nice adverts and that can be used in here. Emu Airways. There's a cutout from a paper. So it's pretty cool to get some ephemera out of. Now there's this book on yacht equipment and rigging. This wasn't in the bin, it was in the store, but it hadn't been priced in that. But I showed the lady and she said, oh look, just chuck it in the bin. So I thought, no, I'm taking it, because one of the gentlemen that I'm making journals for also likes yachts. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness, now I've got to find things on yachts. And then sitting in front of me today were about 5 books on yachts, and the store didn't want any. I think one of them I paid for and the rest will go on in the recycle bin. So I grabbed this one because I thought I can get some cool bits out of this. The gentlemen that I'm making them for are in the dementia ward at a aged care facility, and I'm hoping that pictures of this sort of thing will just help, you know, bring memories back here and there for them, and that they'll get some enjoyment out of looking at these things. So now, Discover Australia. Don't think that one had a date either. It should. It doesn't. Maybe it does at the back, but see what lovely pictures we can find. Oh, that's right. I like this one because it has a lot of your little illustrations there, which are really cool. Nice size. But they're sort of scattered There's a nice desert pea. It's got some beautiful little pictures. I'll go through that and check it out. See if I can find any more windmills. Rosemary Stanton's Healthy Cooking. I've tried to stop getting cooking books, but this one has a lot, again, of the little illustrations. And I just love the size of them. They are glossy, which is a bit of a pain, but we can deal with that. It depends what I'm using them for. And I don't mind bits like that as well. There's another one of the illustrations. Right, what pile next? I'll do these ones and just shift those ones over. I get a bit heavy. Growing and using herbs. Just move my mat forward a little bit. So I like the aging of this one. It has a lot of big illustrations, but at the front it gets a bit smaller with them. And those ones, and I really like those. And you could colour them in. They'd make really good journaling cards or tuck spots. So how old was this one? 76, 79, 79 that one is. And is Chronicle of Australia. I've got a few Chronicle books, but I don't know if they're Chronicles of Australia. But good for flower pressing because they're so big. But these are great. They usually have heaps of adverts and interesting facts and vintage pictures. This one doesn't look as vintage as other ones I've got, but I love these sorts of ads that you get. It's an aeroplane jelly one. Lots of memories, and it also has the dates and some information of what happened in that year. Oh yeah, it has some, I've used one of these pictures in one of my previous journals, so it is very similar, so that's great. I get a lot out of these. I do have flowers pressing in one of them. Australian horse racing. I'm not really into horse racing, but this one had some really nice pictures. And again, one of the gentlemen that I'm making a journal for likes horses. I'm not sure how old that one is. Yeah, it's got some of the adverts, news clippings, beautiful pictures of some of the horses, and illustrations. And then a couple of your kids' books. So the Fun to Learn Picture Encyclopedia, 93. You get so many cool pictures in these things that you can use for all sorts, like those fish ones, some bees, dinosaurs, picture dictionary, and that's really cool. I could see that even folded up in a little golden book journal or something would look quite cute. Make little journaling cards or pockets out of these. Heaps of pictures. Now, a couple of your gardening magazines and all sorts. So I'll go through and see which pictures I like for envelopes. That's gorgeous. The parrots. This one's getting old. Wattles. It's a lovely one too. Orchids that look like. Grower's Guide to Herbs. I think I just liked a lot of the pictures in this. Might do a herb journal for myself sometime as well. Cottage gardens. Bulbs. Get some of the prettiest flowers from your bulbs. Stories of Australian colonial days. Looks like that might be missing a few pages at the start, so I'm not sure how old that one is either. Looks 70s again. There's some really nice pictures in this one as well. Oh, poor thing's getting plucked by the looks. Alright, now let's reach over and grab some of these. Looking for Larry, book on dinosaurs. This one is 2001 by the looks, but I love at the back they've got all these little illustrations of dinosaurs, which I think are really cute. And then you've got bigger ones on the pages. So I might be able to do something with that sometime. Another gardening magazine. Oh, that's all natives. "365 Things to Know." So that might be an interesting read. All sorts of illustrations. Weird colours too. Encyclopedia of Animals. I'm a sucker for animals. '72. Look at that beautiful big butterfly. Yeah, some of the pictures in this are really nice, and I think it's got a lot, yeah, it looks like a lot of bird ones, which I really like. Look how cute that is. Bush baby. And that bee. It's really pretty. The young ballet dancer. I want to do a dancing themed journal one day. Look at that picture. They are beautiful. Lovely pictures in that one. Yeah, I'm just trying not to break my nails while I'm lifting up these ones. And then I'll just push those ones back. Got a bit of a pile here. Now I grabbed these, children's prayer book and a Bible. But what I really love about these is the size. They are tiny. And so the pages in these are beautiful little ones to craft with. Wow, it's got a picture in it there. It must be really old, this one, for sure. Let's have a look. What it tells me. I don't think it will. Like tracing paper they are. Printed in Great Britain. Probably doesn't say anything at the back either. If I can even turn the pages. Look at the maps. They're really cool. Might look up and see if I can find how old it is sometime. And this one. It was gifted in 64. This one. All the pictures are very nice in that one. Beautiful little pages. 70 favourite stories for young readers. Mm, 74 this one is. And again, really cool pictures here and there in this one. Love the colours. Turnip. Might have to have a bit of a reader, that one. Now, running out of spaces to put books. I'll just move these ones and push those ones back. My table's only so big. Alright, should be right now. Oh, sorry. Alright, and then there were a whole heap of these How and Why books. Yeah, all getting chucked out. Had a bit of a giggle about that because at the salvos recently, they've been charging $4 a piece for these because they're about the 60s, I think. Yeah, gifted in 62 it was, this one, 61. So, but I have made one of my signatures with the butterfly book out of these. Some of them have really cool pictures. Others are alright, like this one's alright. Depends what it's about, really. And some dinosaurs that are alright. Wild animals. I love the muted colour that you get and the colour of the pages as well. They're fun to use. And beautiful pictures. Reptiles. Ballet. I've got a few good dancing books now. And that is gorgeous. Lost Cities. And then this is the best of the pit bunch. It's a bit like the butterfly one. Absolutely beautiful. So the one on birds. Those pictures. Awesome. I wish we had hummingbirds here. Questions and answer book of everyday science. Might find some interesting bits and pieces in there as well. That's 61. Now these two, I've showed books like this before. I think this is my third one of the roses ones, but I grab these whenever I see them. I'm getting a good, I've probably got most of the set now and a few doubles, but the pictures in the back, they are glossy, but they are so beautiful and such a good size for your journal cards. And you get the big and little ones. And even fussy cut. Really, really nice. And then you get bigger pictures at the front. And then I got bulbs. Great pictures in those. Now, that was it for the recycle bins. I did purchase a couple of books. So I grabbed this, the competitive sailing. As I said, I need pictures on yachts, so I saw this and grabbed it, and then I found a whole heap in the recycle bin as well. But now I've got like so many. Be able to make a few journals just on yachts now, but that's alright because I can go through and pick the best pictures that I think will be good for the journal. And I grabbed Siberian Huskies. My son absolutely adores Huskies. Huskies, wolves, foxes, German Shepherds. He just loves them. And I will get around to making him a journal. I should get it done next year, I reckon. So I thought I'll grab this because I've got lots of pictures in here of Huskies. Look at that one, looks very dopey. So he'll love that. Look at that little one. And the last one I bought was Wildflowers of the Adelaide Hills. So in the back, they have really cool illustrations. Also, I live in the Adelaide Hills, so it's they're flowers that are native, presumably, to my area. Got one of those in my backyard. But they're gorgeous little pictures. You can make little cover, you know, if you're doing a little journal, that'd be nice pictures for covers. So that's it for my books today, and yeah, hope everyone has a really good weekend, and I will be on tomorrow to draw the winner of my giveaway. Take care everyone, see you later.